good? What's good? We back in it. It's your boy Rush Guillotine, Rap Fiend Radio. You know, we here for the independence, baby. Representing for the independence. Let's go. And today we got my man Hybrid the Rapper coming to visit us. So let's go and check in with him. Hold on a second, y'all. Hybrid the Rapper, what's good with you?
What's up, man? Good to talk to you again.
Oh, yeah, man. Foremost, let's tell the listeners where you from, what you representing, man.
Man, I'm out of the capital of Kentucky. That's Frankfort, Kentucky. I'm in between Lexington and Louisville. About 30 minutes from Lex, about an hour from Louisville. Right smack in the middle, just a little small town.
Yes, sir. So, you done been through the woods a couple times here, man. You got some new music to drop on us, huh?
Man, last Wednesday, I just dropped a brand new project that I'm really proud of and that I really worked hard on for about a year and a half through multiple studios around my area. And I clocked in on it, man, and I set out to not only drop my best album, but one of the better albums and coolest albums from Kentucky. That's what I hope for. And by the response I'm getting, I'm thinking everybody's digging it.
Oh, you got some good response, huh?
Yeah, I have, man. It's 22 new tracks. I stacked it, filled it up to the rim with material. It's got 20 features from people all over the U.S. All sorts of different styles, man, and a lot of different production and engineers that I used for the sound design, and came out really good, man.
Okay. All right. So I know you had kind of like you switch your style up any, or you kind of rolling with the same flow?
Man, I really tried to do almost a different style on every song. At least I hope that's how it's conveyed. But yeah, I mixed it up, man. I got a lot of singing. I probably sing on it as much as I rap. And production-wise, I tried to get a lot of modern, fresh beats, a lot of different production from. They really, gave a lot of different moods and vibes throughout. I didn't really go with one style on it at all as far as the production, and so it's sort of diversified the songwriting throughout. And then the features on top of that, I really hand-plucked those people according to what the content was about and what type of beat it was. So I strategically set up the features as well. I reached out to people who I thought would be dope or really shine on certain songs. And a couple people on there, I used a lot of different singers that could capture a type of singing that I couldn't necessarily do, or I reached out to certain people that I thought were deserving of a little shine and a little spotlight. So everything on there had a purpose and had a reason for sure.
Yeah, it sounded like you took some time and really strategically figured it out on this one.
Man, I needed a good project. I dropped a lot of tapes over the years, a lot of mixtapes, a lot of collaborative, albums and stuff like that. But I had somebody one time that sort of critiqued me, and they were like, "Man, well, what's your hit? You got any big songs? And what's your your radio hit?" And I didn't really have a good answer. I had songs that I felt were good, and I had songs that got a good response and took off a little bit. But I really looked at my catalog and realized I didn't really have a lot of breakthrough songs. And so when I started recording this project, I really got with certain engineers and producers and people and was like, look, man, I need hits. I need big songs. I want every song to count. I don't want an album full of fillers. I wanted my own All Eyes on Me double disc is what I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
To this day, I mean, Tupac had over 2,000 songs, but still people go back to that one album because it was so stacked.
Yeah.
And the production was so sick and the features were amazing and every song counted, like every song could have been a big song. And that's kind of what I set out for. That's why I made it so much music and went above and beyond. And I used my own skill set, my different styles. And I gave, so that way the people that were familiar with my catalog would see me revisiting certain styles, whether it was like the country rap or it's like the R&B relationship stuff, or it's like a little bit of spoken word, or some rap rock kind of stuff, you know. I definitely mixed it all in there. I mean, every track could be a music video, or it could kind of sit on its own, you know.
Yeah, that's a good aim to have, to try to make a whole bunch of like good single songs.
Yeah,
you know?
And I rolled them out. I rolled it out a little bit. I put like 6 or 7 music videos out before the album dropped, you know, and each song was like a different vibe, a different character, you know, like I had a different look, a different sound in the video. And I rolled out like like a bunch of singles, because I know we're living in a generation that's more about the singles. So I was like, well, I'm going to do both. I'm going to have like a bunch of hot singles, drop them at first, give people a taste, get them anticipating it, and then just drop the whole album as a collective playlist, kind of like we would have back in the day. And then as I'm promoting it over the next year, I'll just keep dropping more singles to where eventually like almost every song on the album it'll be treated like its own entity and you know, have its own little moment.
Just give them a little bit out of a time, but just keep your name popping out there.
Yeah, to where that title of that album is like a hashtag, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole theme, you know.
All right, well, I'm all about the music. I done heard the spiel, so I want to see, can I get a thrill? What's going on? What song you want to play first, man?
Let's give them one that's just me. I got you. Let's just play the title track. I sent the track called Life Was Better, and that's actually the name of the album. It's the very first track on the album, and that sort of sets the mood and sets the vibe for it.
All right. Hybrid the Rapper coming back in with the new LP. Let's see what it do. Life Was Better. Let's go. Fiend Radio.
Life is better. Life is better. It seems. Life was better then. Blessings better now. I feel better now.
Life was better when I had you. I did certain things, thought I had to. Then I realized I didn't have to. Bad news, I didn't have no dad too. Life was better when the homies was around. Before COVID and the drugs took the town. Before we were slaving for minimum wage, we were shooting ball all day, posted in the hallway. We didn't see black and white, only Christ and a sacrifice, coming back to life just to get it right. Life was better with no needle in your vein. Before the toxic relationships came, before the broken hearts and all the pain. Life was better, just kids in the rain. Regret nothing, shit. Show me the way and I'ma smash that reset button. So quick the time of year took. Went from signing yearbooks to giving weird looks. Damn it, son, so much damage done. Trying to grow like a seed, so I planted one. Where we gon' go when the plan is done? Fuck all the politics, I don't plan to run. Keep my head up when I'm fed up. I'm just trying to raise the dead up. Like what? Life was better when I had you. I did certain things, thought I had to. Then I realized I didn't have to. Bad news, I didn't have no dad too. Life was better when the homies was around. Before COVID and the drugs took the town. Before we were slaving for minimum wage, we were shooting ball all day, posted in the hallway. Life was still good before social media. Family don't see ya unless they needin' ya. I can't stand all the bullshit they feeding us. I feel like I don't even remember Jesus. Before you passed away, homie, life was better. I just wanna get you back like vendettas. When you had a crush, you was writing letters. Now we fight whoever disagreeing like we better. Everybody outgrows things, I suppose. Friends or foe, I don't know. They all in my castle like a catapult. Maybe I'm just talking to myself when I work, spitting rhymes that I wrote. Life was better when my son looked up to me. When his mom was around with no custody. Back when my nanny always gave love to me. Now I'm looking at the world like don't fuck with me. Life was better when I had you. I did certain things, thought I had to. Then I realized I didn't have to. Bad news, I didn't have no dad too. Life was better when the homies was around. Before COVID and the drugs took the town. Before we were slaving for minimum wage, we were shooting ball all day, posted in the hallway. And I know I'm gonna lose lose more too. Losing wars like a game of horseshoes, more blues. All the struggles, all the stress, all the troubles. I confess that my life was much better when I flash back. Before the marketing and auditing and targeting of audiences, industry obedience, eternals versus deviance, grieving over spilling milk, believing in achieving it, feeling like a homeless man standing on the median. Grab the book, reading it, ain't nobody seeing me. Entertain conspiracies, but still don't believe in me. Life was better. Scared to think, dare to blink. When I die, will you share my life? Life was better when I had you. I did certain things, thought I had to. Then I realized I didn't have to. Bad news, I didn't have no dad too. Life was better when the homies was around. Before COVID and the drugs took the town. Before we were slaving for minimum wage, we were shooting ball all day, posted in the hallway.
Life was better. Hybrid the rapper, man. You just sound like you didn't reinvent yourself, dude.
Man, I hope so, man. I got a lot of styles laying dormant and a lot of things I want to try. You know what I'm saying? And I use this album to sort of to jump in head first, man.
Yeah, that was nice, man. Had the boom bap feel.
Yeah.
Flow
I love
straight.
that. Yeah, man. That boom bap. That's actually my origin. You know what I'm saying? That used to be my thing. That was my go-to, and then I strayed away from it for a long time. So every once in a while, I got to revisit it. I got to find that type of production and just go in, man. That's like that secret weapon, you know.
Most definitely, man. I was vibing on that, man.
I appreciate it.
So the production, man, who got the credit on that?
That was Anno Domini. It's a production group, I believe.
Okay.
A couple different producers, yeah. Yeah, that's who did that one. And then I had a friend of mine, his name's Pipes. He's in a group called Uncanny Minds, and he did the mixing on that one for me. He really, at first that song didn't even have a hook, and he really took that whole Life Was Better concept and then that little 4-bar opening, and he turned it into a hook, and I thought it was a good compliment to it. He said it took him to some old Outkast kind of vibe. I was like, yeah. Man,
I agree with that.
Yeah, so that's like when you pop in that album, whether you got the CD or the playlist, that's the very first song that kicks on and sort of sets the stage. And I don't know if you've seen the album cover, but the album cover is just me kind of sitting there, like contemplating on a hotel bed in some hotel room. I'm just sitting there, and the thing about this album is I wanted it to almost feel like I'm in a certain place. You know, not like a certain vibe necessarily, a mood, but almost like this album and the stories of it is me in a certain kind of a limbo.
Part of your life.
Yeah, like I've went through a lot. You know, I've lost a lot of friends and lovers and family and a lot of failures and a lot of great moments. You know, my son's gotten older. I'm grown now. I'm older myself. The world's changed a lot from when I was first starting music.
Right.
And it's kind of like I'm about to give people this whole tour of the past few years through these stories. But like at the end, I'm just sort of sitting there, you know, like what's next? You know what I'm saying? You don't know where I'm, you know, usually a hotel is kind of a symbol of being in a limbo. You know, you're in a place, you got there, but you're going somewhere. You're not at home. You don't know if you're there. You know, you don't, you know, it's, you don't know how far from home it is. You know, it's just like this certain spot that you're in, and that's kind of what this album is a reflection of.
So how long did it take you to actually put all of it together?
I'd say about a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked in a year and a half through multiple studios, including my own home studio, but I also went to 3 other ones, and it really took a long time to get all the features in from people. You know, I was waiting around on there was some people that I really was dead set on getting them on the album. So I kind of waited around. I really reached out to them, and I wanted for when it to drop to be a big event. You know, I wanted everybody to be a part of it, start sharing their songs, pushing their songs, make videos with them.
I mean, because that's a good thing to do if you collaborate with a lot of people. So then you got their fan base because you got them on the song. You got an opportunity to jump onto a whole bunch of different fan bases when you do what you just did.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and then a couple of them were newcomers to me, people that I'd never worked with. That were kind of like a bucket list. Some of them were old school homies and that I reconnected with, and then some of them were like my close homies, like the ones that I collab with the most. So it was like a combination of all that. And honestly, I only sealed the deal with about half of the people I wanted on. I wanted it to be even bigger.
Okay.
I was digging in the crates, man. I was contacting my old rap group, old singers that I used to be in bands with. I mean, people that didn't even rap anymore. I wanted them to come out of retirement on this thing.
You was reaching deep, huh?
I was, man. I wanted it to be like it was a bucket list album. I wanted to know that it was my classic when it was all done. And I think I still achieved that with the content. But at the end of the day, man, there was about 20 more people I wanted on it,
All right, let's go into the next joint, man.
All right, let's give them something totally different. Let's give them a collab. How about that Who You Are track? It was featuring an up-and-coming female rapper / singer named Andrea Deshay. And then the hook was by my homie Pipes, who actually engineered a lot of songs on the album. He's a really good singer. He's in a group called Uncanny Minds. He's an amazing singer, an amazing engineer, and he hit the hook for me. So let's go with that one, give him a taste of what one of the collabs is like.
All right, let's get it in. Hybrid the Rapper, y'all. Let's go. Rap Fiend Radio. Let's get it in. We here for the independence.
Longer am I talkative? Brand new edge, damn that's unfortunate. I lift the weight, now I got the formula. Heard you out, enjoyed all the time spent. Brand new whip, see me in that new fit. Did it, now I know where I've been. In the creeks, chillin' with some old friends. Bells went off, I had to put the block on it. Pass it up, now I'm out here vibing. Bells went off, I had to put the block on it. I'm just out here riding.
Who you are, it isn't who you used to be. And who you are, it's what you make your legacy. And who you are, it isn't what these people think. And who you are, it's something you can prove by seeing. So I'ma keep doing me. You can do you. So I'ma keep doing me. Oh, you do you. X on my line, I ain't got no time for it. Drama in my life, I ain't got no time for it. Feeling good where I'm at, I got the wine pouring. Try to ride for a whip, stick and drive for us. Only roll with homies that would die for it. When I die, tell them not to cry for me. Always on my grind, cause I made some time for it. Shot sorta growing up, I had to find fortune. Daddy down in Florida, he was trying to buy Porsches. All I had was my dogs, we combined forces. Fly forward on the stage, had some rhymes for him. My promise, I'm honest with the mind for it. Who you are, it isn't who you used to be. And who you are, it's what you make your legacy. And who you are, it isn't what these people think. And who you are, it's something you can prove by seeing. So I'ma keep doing me. You can do you. So I'ma keep doing me. Oh, you do you.
See what you mean. I see what you mean. Different flavor.
Yeah, man.
Cause that right there remind me when you first came on, that Nelly type of style.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Little auto tune on there.
Yep. Cool though. I mean, different. That's kind of like one of them riding joints.
Yeah, it got a modern sound. I feel like the youngsters, the teenagers, the early 20s kids would probably like that one. You know what I'm saying? It's got a fresh type sound.
Yeah.
So
cool. All right. Let's go on another one real quick.
Okay, yeah, let's go back to let's flip it up on them. Let's hit them with that another fling track. This is something a little more singing oriented. Still got a rap on there, but definitely more of my own kind of R&B kind of style.
Okay. So this is your own little take on it.
Yeah, definitely storytelling, relationship, kind of R&B ish. Yeah, definitely R&B.
So when you write these songs, man, are these true factual events or are these fictional events we listening to?
Man, I swear, man, I was thinking about it. I went through all the songs. There's only one song on here that's just rapping about rapping. There's a track on there called No Label, and it's like an underground anthem. You know, we're just spitting. It's got a bunch of guys on there just trading off bars.
Okay.
It's just an underground anthem. You know,
like a cipher type of deal.
Yeah, like a cipher. But every other song on this album is true and as real and humanism as you can get. Like it's real stories, my own accounts, things that I've heard, things that I know of, things of my past, things that I'm going through now, a lot of relationship oriented things. This whole album is as real as it can get. It's an honest, true to life, just human album.
Very
everything
vulnerable, huh? Vulnerable moments.
Yeah. I spilled some guts on this one. Yeah, I didn't want to do another everybody's trying to be the best rapper alive and trying to be lyrical and bars and punchlines, and I can do that, and I love doing that. But on this album, I didn't want to, man. I wanted to hit people in the feels.
And that's good because people love a good story, and people love stuff that they can relate to and feel. So it's good.
Especially now, man. I feel like we've entered a phase that's more heart driven than mind driven. You know, in the late '90s, you know, Wu-Tang coming out, they was blowing minds with information and language and metaphors and all that. I think that's still going to exist, and I think it's in the underground. But I think modern rap has really zoomed in on the heart and emotions. You know, with not only the beats but the lyrics. You know, they're talking about everything they've been through. It's all about being relatable now and life stories. And there's still always going to be a scene for just being lyrical and just being an amazing lyricist. I mean, look at Eminem. His whole goal now is just to out rap people, and that's cool. But I've kind of grown out of that a little bit. Like, I'll still do that as a guilty pleasure. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to just be in that pool of competition of being the greatest battle rapper or be the greatest fast rapper or the greatest, punchline guy. Like, I could do that, and I enjoy doing that. But to me, it's more about writing a song that is true and that people can feel, and it actually resonates with them, and maybe even help them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah,
your story might can help somebody else going through their journey,
even if they just smile from it because they can relate to it. That's helping in a way.
So the title of this song, Another Fling. Well, we know what that's about.
Yeah, and it all makes sense when you see the cover of the album and hear the stories and how they end, and where I'm at in life. So yeah, let's drop it on them.
All right, let's go. Another Fling. Rap Fiend Radio. Let's get it with Hybrid the Rapper.
It all changed so damn quick. Girl, you full of shit. I can't get no good grip. The page is always flipped. Say goodnight to me with a kiss. Then you on to another dick. And I'm texting you so sick. My mama told me to quit. I wake up at like 6. Then I head on down to the gym. And I try to get it in. But I lose even when I win. Then I do it all again. And I lose another friend. It all fucking depends. Another thing it is. I don't know where to begin with. Another mess got sent. That bourbon got me back. I ain't dealing with this bullshit. So I take another sip. Then I take another hit. Damn girl, you forget. I could've had them chicks. Then you talking so damn slick. fist. Then I grab you by your wrist. No drama, don't do this. Little mama, don't be a bitch. Your moods always switch. I'm calm and you don't fit. Like a movie, it's a skit. So Hollywood, you get. You was one on my list. Never should've took that risk, but I did and I admit. Some sins don't forgive. All the pain that you give, all the things that you did. I just wanna live with a good girl, that's it. Another thing it is, I don't know where to begin. Another mess got sent. That bird got me bad. I ain't down with this bullshit. So I take another sip, and I take another hit. Damn girl, you forget that I could have had them chicks. Now you talking so damn slick. You slammed the door to my whip. Can't love you like I did. That pussy got me whooped. You could have had my kid, but now it's time to dip. Can't fall for your tricks. Down at the bar and I'm getting so real. Skip to the end, I'm beginning to slip. Figured you'd be in the bed with some trick. I can't imagine who you fuck with. Now I'm alone and I'm doing some shit. Kicking up dust and I brush off my kicks. What in the fuck really happened? We split. Damn it, imagine what we could have been. You were so close to me like you my kin. Writing this poetry, empty my pen. Had it on lock like you locked in the pen. Open the door and you let him on in. Open your legs and you messing with him. It's getting late, the lights getting dim. Patience is thin, you ain't no 10. Making out fucking and making amends.
Hybrid the rapper. Yo.
That was more like Hybrid the singer, I guess, on that one.
Yeah, basically. So, man, what's going on with your performances out there, man? You starting to get some of the stuff out there?
Man, I got a show tomorrow night. Concert. When I got this album together, I sort of booked a little mini tour around my area, and I had 4 shows last week. Man, I got a couple on deck coming out, all like in the surrounding cities of my area. So things have been going pretty good. A lot of different events. I had a listening party for the album.
Nice.
I'm opening up for some cool acts pretty soon. Still local people, but definitely getting in some new venues.
Yeah.
And still putting on my own little showcases. For instance, tomorrow, it's my own little concert. So
okay.
Yeah, it's been pretty good, man.
Word, man. That's what's up. Work the record, dude. I see you out here then.
I try to take it to the old school, man, and try to take the album on the road a little bit,
Grassroots, man.
Yeah.
Hear one, teach one, all that, man. You got to get out there and get them on to you.
Yeah, man. I like that old school, grassroots way of passing out flyers and meeting people in person. And
yeah, man, that's the best way to do it, I believe. It's a good thing. Good thing to go that way.
Yeah, man. And people remember you, and they connect with it. And I think ever since COVID let back up and people are out and about, I think there's been a little revival of that sort of 90s mentality when people want to actually see you and shake your hand and talk to you. And they're getting a little burnt out on just the apps and the links, like that's going to exist for sure. But I think there's always a longing for that actual real human tangible connection.
Yeah, that's always going to be around. I don't think that's ever going to go anywhere, man. That's what it is. So, far as this album here, have you shot any videos for this particular album yet?
Yeah. Before it actually dropped, I dropped about 5 or 6 videos, and then I dropped one the other day. So I think all in all, there's about 7 videos out for it right now. They're all on my YouTube channel. Yeah.
You got one for the which ones you got for the ones that we're playing here? Is it all of them?
The Who We Are, or the Who You Are video song that you played second, it has a video.
Okay.
Just put that out. One I'm gonna play here in a minute has a video. And as far as the Life Is Better and Another Fling, those are gonna be shot, but they haven't been shot yet.
Okay.
There's several songs in the album that we're not playing today that has some cool videos. So The only one so far would be the second song we played, and it has a kind of a behind the scenes type of montage video, real like studio footage, and us actually creating that. Put a lot of visualizers and a lot of special effects in it, so it's pretty cool, kind of trippy video.
Okay.
I tried kind of like a little psychedelic one. And I just dropped one for a track called Small Break that has more of the southern country rap, Kentucky kind of feel. It definitely has like more of a country rap type vibe to it. I just dropped that one. So yeah, all in all, man, I got about 7 videos, and I'm not stopping there. I'm gonna at least double that by the time it's all said and done.
Okay, let's go on to another joint.
All right, let's give him a really big collab on the album. Probably the biggest name that I have featured on it is my homie. He's a longtime friend of mine. His name is Rise Hendricks, and he's recently blown up on TikTok and Facebook. I think he's up to about 6 million followers now. He's completely taken off through comedy rap. He does a series called Weird Bars, and he's absolutely went crazy viral. But he's my old school homie. Like, we've done 100 shows together. We've got all kinds of songs. I actually recorded his first album for him. We met at Kentucky State University years ago. He's actually from Buffalo. And, man, he keeps it real no matter his fame. He sent me a new verse for the album. And it's a track called Naming Lights. And he drops a hot little verse on there for me. So when we shoot this video, hopefully in the next few months, and we drop it, I think it's going to do some pretty big numbers because he has a really interactive, huge fan base right now. I'm really proud of him. And like I said, he kept it real with me, man. Sent me the verse, no questions asked. So let's drop that one on him. Naming Lights.
Let's go.
My naming lights. I came too far just to fall off. I done made big plays, but I still lost. I tried so hard. You lied to my face. Life don't seem like it should be. Life ain't going like it could be. The grass ain't greener on the other side. From a small town, everybody knows you try. The whole squad with me like stars that shine on the big screen. Got a name in lights. I always kept it real. Y'all ain't noticed that? Where my bonus at? Give it like a bonus track. Raised in the gutters, right where the roaches at. Now I'm trying to travel, y'all. Where Barcelona at? Hot like Arizona when I'm zoning on the track. Need stacks like Sedona, not rocks, need cash. I was trying to cheat in class, headphones, my beat blast. If you gon' steal my style, dog, at least say sun don't shine and them doors don't open. I still gotta make my own way. My heart's been low like the fog on the river. Thank God I'm a sinner, but hey, one day I'ma get in and I know that's right. Got the squad all with me, we gon' be alright. All night I'ma live it to the fullest, that's right. Got a bullet in the chamber and my name in lights.
They doubted, they laughed, talk shit behind my back. They thought that I was fragile, hoping that I would crack. I wanted to spread my wings, they wanted to see me trapped. I wanna ride, they poke holes, hoping I catch a flat. I wanted them to show up for me, they kept flaking. So I took the hurt and used it for motivation. Reflected on the pain and hate shit I remember. Got on my grind, the bars made it to Sports Center. Flooded the internet, the focus was content. The haters panicking like receiving a bomb threat. I kept working, stay consistent and stay patient. Audience grew, fucked around and got famous. Fans see me in public and ask for pics. I'm touched, millions of people, I'm sharing my gifts. Thank God I never gave up and didn't drift. Using my talents every day to uplift.
If the sun don't shine and them doors don't open, I still gotta make my own way. My heart's been low like the fog on the river. Thank God I'm a sinner, but hey, one day I'ma get in and I know that's right. Got the squad all with me, we gon' be alright. All night I'ma live it to the fullest, that's right. Got a bullet in the chamber and my name in lights.
Yes, sir. It's another one. Naming Lights. Hybridtherapper.
Yeah, that song's gonna take off, man, because he's got a really big fan base, and they really tune into him, man. So when we drop that, we've already dropped it, and it got a lot of views and a lot of likes and everything. But I think once we drop a real visual to it, it's gonna be something else.
Yeah, it always helps when you got that. It's just like a jump start boost.
Yeah.
When your man got all them likes and followers and all that, it's just a boost.
It's crazy, man. I posted just a picture with him the other day on Facebook. Got like over 1,000 likes. I'm like, man, that must be what it's like.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's that follow the fame.
Yeah, man. TikTok, it was all through TikTok. Like, he makes amazing music. His real music's amazing. He's a great performer and everything, but it was that comedy that really, it blew him all the way up.
Word.
Yeah. That's Rise Hendrix.
All right, so when the fans think about Hybrid the Rapper, man, what do you want them to think about when your name come up?
I want them to put me in a category, not above other artists, but I just want to be in my own category, man. I want to be known as, like, not just a rapper, not just a singer, not just a poet, you know what I'm saying? Not just a battle rapper. Like, I want to be known as just a prolific songwriter. You know, I want them to dig in the crates and be like, damn, this dude got a lot of music, but it's not just a lot. It's like a lot of diverse, awesome music. You know, I want my catalog to be on the scales, you know, not just a hot 16. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's got a hot 16 now. Like, I want people to be like, damn, he got 60 dope ass albums. Like, this dude got tapes on tapes. I want to be known as a collaborator, you know, like, somebody that worked with a lot of people, put people on, somebody that rose the occasion on every track, somebody that worked with everybody. You know how, like, Drake is in a whole nother class. Like, they don't even put him in the normal classes anymore. Like, he's on this whole other wavelength of songwriting, you know? Like, I want to be kind of like somewhere in there, even if I'm still underground. Like, I still want to be there.
And I think the more that you get out here and work with people, because it sounds like you're really open to working with other artists and all that. So if you keep that up, you know, you can just keep going from state to state, and maybe you might get some over country, you know?
Yeah, like, man, I've always been like that. I did a whole album called KY to Canada, and it was me and like 40 Canadian rappers. Like, I don't even know how that happened. Like, it just develops, you know? Like, and I've always been like that. Like, first 10 years of my career, I had a rap group with all my childhood friends, you know, like, it was 6 of us, old school crew, you know, and then I joined like some rap rock bands, you know, got with musicians and stuff. So I've always been a collaborator. You know, I had a label. I've been a promoter for showcases and things. Like, I just enjoy sharing music with people, making music with people. And I could do the solo thing and keep it all to myself and all that, but it's, at the end of the day, you know, music's got to be shared.
Yeah, you got to share the music, share the love. You got to do that. You got a talent, go ahead and share it, you know.
A facilitator.
Yeah. All right, we got 2 more joints. We got Cali Dreamin', The Woman.
All right, let's keep the energy up. Let's give them Cali Dreamin'. Cali Dreamin' was actually the first single that I dropped on the album, and it does have a music video. So it's really easy to find. It's a really cool video. It's got some legit footage from the West Coast that the videographer had taken. He mixed it all in there, and it's all about just trying to blow and having a big dream, being from a small town, but having a big dream to be pretty much a star. And I enjoyed it because I was a big Bay Area West Coast fan in the 90s, so I got to throw in a lot of West Coast references and sort of mimic that sound a little bit.
Okay, well, let's get it in. Cali Dreamin', Hybrid the Rapper style. Let's go.
California dreaming, when the sunshine is burning, I just keep on thinking as the world keeps turning. Daydreaming of being famous, me and my homies ballin', scheming of making $1 million. Fuck work, I'ma call it. Supermodel by my side, we roll out like Bonnie and Clyde, trying to get out this old small town. Pack your bags, we bout to touchdown.
We had dreams of making a dent, but never had no help. Your dogs have your back, I know how that felt. I've been real player, cause I've been a real player. You still a fucking hater since the fuck your incubator. Take away the $100 if I make it, I ain't playing. I've been
Trying to get $1 million spotlight. Bought it when the Harlem game dropped. Trying to hold stocks, chip off the old block. Looking for a shoulder rock, bubble like a soda pop. After that, we gon' serenade vixens. After that, we gon' marinate chicken. All these rappers out here trying to battle me. A fucking rattlesnake couldn't rattle me. If you don't love me, why you even fuck with me? Cause I raise sons like I got custody. California dreaming, when the sunshine is burning, I just keep on thinking as the world keeps turning. Daydreaming of being famous, me and my homies ballin', scheming of making $1 million. Fuck work, I'ma call it. Supermodel by my side, we roll out like Bonnie and Clyde. Tryna get out this old small town. Pack your bags, we bout to touchdown. So many sleepless nights, paranoid, trying to get my head right. Only seeing green, no time for red lights. Praying I see all my homies in the next life. Praying I see all my homies in the next life. Freestyling in the basement, like it's 95. Life a roller coaster, my kind of ride. Mama told me, boy, you better make me proud. I ain't really got no time for the hate now. I was in the hood, but look, I made it out. See me on the screen, and they say I'm wild. I've been on my grind, only paper now. Hopping on a bike like a paper route. 9 on my waist, no take it out. Time I can't waste, I gotta make it now. All these bitches trying to get me to take them out. See the proof come to life, we gon' make it now. I ain't the one keeping tabs. Girl go through my phone, she'll be mad. Fuck her real good, she gon' be back. Now we at the hood, on the right track. California dreaming, when the sunshine is burning, I just keep on thinking as the world keeps turning. Daydreaming of being famous, me and my homies ballin', scheming of making $1 million. Fuck work, I'ma call it. Supermodel by my side, we roll out like Bonnie and Clyde. Tryna get out this old small town. Pack your bags, we bout to touchdown.
hybridtherapper, that's one right there, man.
Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's that West Coast energy.
So right now I got it's a tie between Life Was Better and California Dreaming for which one I like the most.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna shoot a video to Life Was Better too. I think that song definitely needs a visual. Really capsulize the album.
Yeah, that Cali Dreaming got some nice energy too. I like that, man.
Yeah, that video's cold too. Looney Films from Louisville, Kentucky. He's a videographer. He really did good on that music video.
Yeah, I'm about to check that video out sometime this weekend, my man. See what you got going on with the visuals.
Man, my YouTube channel's stacked, man. I don't know if you ever looked at it, but I got a lot of videos.
Okay.
And all sorts, how big budget videos and then just, underground grounding type stuff.
Cool. So what's the future like for hybridtherapper, man? You got your own record label or you? Yeah,
I got an indie label called Dubtape Records, like Dubtape. I've had it for about 15 years now.
Okay.
I don't really have active members on it anymore. I just got close collaborators. But at one time, I had about 12 to 15 members.
Okay.
Yeah, but around my area, it was pretty well known as an indie label. I sort of dissolved the business, and now I just sort of rep it as a concept more so.
Okay.
But yeah, man, my goal right now is to keep getting out there, having some events, having some shows, and really pushing this album over the next year. I got plenty of music on deck, plenty of albums ready to go. I got a lot of tapes that are just done, mixed and mastered, and just waiting. But right now, I'm just going to push this album heavy, do it justice. I want to know by the time I drop something else that I just milked this album as much as I could and did,
Okay.
and just did it justice. Like the album, I've had albums that I dropped that I liked and I didn't put any money behind them, didn't put any thought into them, didn't do any visuals, didn't promote them very well. And, I don't even know if people heard them. And that makes me sick, like to do a whole album and put all that time in. And I don't know genuinely if people listen to every song or not.
Yeah.
And it sort of haunts me, and so with this album, I'm doing the complete opposite. I want to know that like every day on my social media, I'm posting a different song, one at a time. I'm telling a story about them. I'm posting a picture of who I worked with, all that good stuff. You know, I want to know that somebody is hearing every one of these songs, and just do them all justice. I don't want to have an album with 10 songs that everybody's just skipping over. You know, I want the whole album to be heard. Like I said, just like All Eyes on Me. You know, like every people could almost name every song on that album. You know, if you followed it, because each one had a life of its own. So.
Yeah, I meant to mention, I like that line that you put in there, like you was the white Tupac. That was cool.
Yeah. And that whole reference, but a lot of people didn't get that. I feel like the white Pac trying to get $1 million spot, like 40 won a Hall of Game. A lot of people don't know that's an old E40 album called Hall of Game, and he had a song on that album called $1 Million Spot that was featured Tupac.
Pac, yeah.
And you know, I was just showing off my West Coast knowledge.
Yeah, I picked up on that, my man. Sure did.
Yeah, that's for the hip hop historians.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any clothing, merchandise?
Yeah. Actually, I got me and the close homie. We actually launched a clothing company and brand called Legacy Gear.
Okay. And
I've been pushing that, you know, hand to hand around my area, but then also we have an online shop store at my website, which is www.hybrid.net, and there's an icon on there that says merch store, and you go to that, and it takes you right to a clothing store with all types of gear, hoodies, hats, shirts, and it's partially my music stuff and my Dubtape label brand, but then also the Legacy Gear. It's all in one, and we've been pushing that, and also wrote a children's novel. Our children's book, that I've been pushing that at my merch table.
Okay.
And also on Amazon. It's called The King Who Forgot. And the only reason I'm even mentioning it is because it's cool for hip hop lovers, because it's almost like Dr. Seuss on steroids. It's got a lot of rhyming to it. It shows off different rhyme patterns, a lot of hip hop influence, a lot of multis, a lot of spoken word. It's meant to be read out loud and performed. So that's the main reason I dropped that, is because for anybody that has kids, but then also loves spoken word and hip hop, it's right up the alley, and it sort of like teaches kids different styles of writing, different rhyme schemes, and so yeah, I got that, and of course my music catalog. I got all my albums are available online, obviously, but then I still keep CDs. I have like 5 or 6 different albums that I keep stock of, including the new one, and I sell package deals. You know, I can mail them to people. For the collectors, you know, I don't expect everybody to still full of CDs, but I like to have them because I know there's people out there that still like that vintage hard copy. So, mainly just the clothing line, my music merch, and then also through the website, I've got it all available there. You know, where people can order CDs, they can order the clothes. So that's kind of what I'm running with right now.
Man, you gotta come back with us with the Dubtape Nation, though, man.
Yeah, man.
Because that was a vibe that we was getting from your set, man. We need that.
The Dubtape Radio. Yeah, that was. I'm gonna get back on that soon, man. I know I kind of left y'all hanging. I was really enjoying doing it, man. Like, not only just being a host, but you know, shine a light on all the people that I work with. A lot of the people on the album were, you know, was the people that I was playing on the radio. So, man, when I get back into that, that'll be cool, and I'll try to keep it more consistent and you know, bring my flavor to y'all station.
Yes, sir. I was liking that. It was a whole nother little region of flavor that, you know, we ain't getting.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent in this area, you know, and even around here, you know, Tennessee and Ohio, and just the people that I've all the connections I've made over the years, like I mentioned earlier, Canada, and you know, I'm just doing showcases. I've booked so many artists, and you know, I've just ran into so much diverse talent. It's just unreal, and that's what I was trying to, you know, show off with that station.
Yeah. For sure, man. Yeah. All right, we got the woman.
The woman, yeah, man. So this is a definitely a mixture of singing and rapping, very emotional. Definitely going to be doing a video to this one. This is actually the last song on the album. I end the whole project with this one. It's a relationship song, but I try to go deeper, and the woman actually represents all the women. So not my current girlfriend or my last girlfriend or my first love. The woman represents all of them, the whole female presence in this life. And so this, when you hear me rapping and singing on this song, it's as if I'm talking to all of them. Kind of like I came to Earth, here I am. I met all y'all. It was wonderful. It was crazy. Here's your song. So,
alrighty then.
Yeah.
Let's get it on in with the last song of the LP, The Woman. Hybrid the Rapper. Let's go, y'all. Fiend Radio.
Woman. The woman.
You making me feel like some devil. Then you act like an angel. I feel like it's heaven. Next day, I feel like it's Hades. In love with the fucking and kissing and hugging. You making me feel like I'm nothing. You the one with someone. Then you act like I'm the one. Falling for grace and I fall for your shit. Falling in love, then I call you a bitch. Seeing you jealous, say all of my shit. Falling apart, then we argue again.
I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you've been through. Feels like a movie. You've always been in a leading role. Then you raise your voice to me and tell me I need to go. So cold outside. If I sleep alone, is it warm inside, girl? I need to know. And I try so hard to love you. Sometimes I need help. When I get a good look at your body, I can't think of nothing else. What the fuck's wrong with us? Woman, you know he ain't the one. Feel like my nature, rising like the summer sun.
Girl, I done died 1,000 times. I done lived 1,000 lives. I feel like I saw payback when I was trapped inside this house of mine. I love you better, he never would. I fucked you better than he ever could. I feel like it was meant to be, and I feel like it was sent to me. Ay. Lady, you gave me a chance to reset. In love with the line and we lying in bed. Walk to the ledge and I'm taking a step. Talk to myself and it's making no sense. Fall off the edge, but I know you will catch me if I fall, cause I know you a friend. Falling in love and we falling again. Falling apart and we're caught in your web.
Shaking these scars, but they all in my head.
Wrote it in blood, the letter you read.
Saying it now, but it never was said.
Look at the sky, but you better instead. But what if we never had met? Forget whatever was said. Good friends, better in bed. Forever and dead.
I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you've been through. Oh, my heart breaks for you. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you've been through. Oh, my heart breaks for you. I don't know what you've been through.
Well, I don't know what she been through, but she about to be gone.
Oh, man.
Oh, dog. All right, Hybrid, man. Tell everybody social media, man, where they can find the videos, man, where they can find the merch, the music. Run it down.
Man. I'll keep it simple, man. So any social media platform or streaming platform, it's just Hybrid the Rapper. Hybrid like the cars, HYBRID. Make sure you type in the rapper after that. It'll take you right to me. The YouTube channel is the same, Hybrid the Rapper, straight all lowercase. I have so much content on there, it's ridiculous. But other than that, man, I just hope everybody goes and checks out the whole album, every song. You never know what you're going to stumble upon. Like I said, it's on all platforms. If you want to link up with me on my website, it's www.hybridtherapper.net. The merch store is very visible right there on the front. Give it a visit if you want to support. Go get a shirt, order a CD through me directly, maybe even my children's book, whatever it is. You know, any support is appreciative. I also like to plug my Bandcamp. I love Bandcamp. I think it's really artist friendly. You can buy the whole discography on there for very cheap. It's hybridtherapper.bandcamp.com. Anytime anybody visits that, I love it. But yeah, any social media link, whether it's Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, I'm on there. And Hybrid the Rapper.
Oh, Hybrid the Rapper. So tell them again about the show that you will be doing tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be it's called Bourbon Station. It's in downtown Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. It's kind of like a restaurant / bar. I've got an opening act going to be there with me, but for the most part, it's going to be a real low-key, just laid-back event. I'll be DJing. Anytime I DJ, I will play nothing but cool hip-hop music, and then I'm going to hit them with a couple 30-minute sets, you know, space it out through the night. It's like my own little concert. Shows like that are a great time to come see me because I go through a whole tour through my catalog. I perform old stuff, new stuff, mix it up. I do remixes. I do all sorts of different styles and songs throughout the years. I don't just perform new music. I go through kind of like a band does when they're on tour. I play all sorts of different songs from over the years.
Dope.
So, yeah. That'll be tomorrow night.
All right, man. Blessings, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Come on again when you got that next project.
Yeah, man. And I will be back with Dubtape Radio. I promise. When I get back and settled, and after I promo this album a little bit, I'll be back hosting on the FM with y'all.
Yeah, man. Give me a little bit of something in the wintertime, man. Maybe in the next couple months, maybe you can give me a couple new joints from you, man.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Definitely, man.
Keep us abreast on what's going on in Kentucky.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I appreciate letting me get a whole hour and playing 6 songs. That felt real good, and it definitely gives the listeners a little bit of a taste of the album for sure. But even though we played 6 songs, keep in mind that album is 22 songs, so there's a lot of music on there.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
I appreciate the opportunity as always, man.
Yes, sir. Get back with us, man. Peace out.
All right, bro.
Yes, it's another one down. No, guess what? We got another guest coming up real soon in the next about minute, y'all. So keep it locked. Rush the Guillotine. Let's go.
Heroes eventually die.
Hey, yo, she like me cause I'm a rare nigga. Breadwinner, don't share with her. I ain't never been a caregiver. I tear livers with the hair trigger. The scope focus on this frame, bitch. I'm trying to get a clear picture. Was there with you, a spare hit you. With one hand, put it right to your head, just like a pair of clippers. I walk in the room and hear whispers. Car so clean when I drive this bitch, I like to wear slippers. I gave life to your chubby daughter. She brought me quarters. She showed me she loved me by sending money orders. Now our relationship, muddy waters. I learned this, if I treat her like shit, then she gon' love me harder. I'm on 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 me harder.